Hey everybody, welcome back to Draugen on day 2, where hopefully we might find out more about our sister or where everyone in the town has gone.
I will find you again.
Okay, let's look for the sister. Well, let's look for anyone, really.
Teddy, come outside. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it's a beautiful day, huh? Well, do you see any people? Because I would like to view some people.
I just about given up on you ever waking up.
Hey,
Sleep well?
I dreamed of Betty. She was in the garden, and she called for me.
How about you, Lissy dearest? Oh, you know me, old fruit, wide awake at first light.
The Fretlands didn't come home, did they?
They did not. There's no sign of anyone. Aside from last night's Mistwalker.
I've been thinking about that. It was dark. Maybe I just saw a shadow.
Chasing a shadow. That's very unlike you, old boy. Usually you scurry off in the opposite direction.
I didn't get a good look. I'm not even sure there was anyone there.
I mean, they kind of
Well,
look
there
like
must be
people.
someone here. And I'm not talking about ghosts. Or goats. What was it you said yesterday? Maybe they're peeking at us through the windows.
Maybe
I'll
they're
take a
in
gander.
the church way over in the
Fretlands will be
distance.
home soon.
Like,
And Betty's here. I know it. I feel it.
If you say so, teddy bear.
over here.
Have you had your noodle juice yet?
I'm not rummaging through their cupboards.
Noodle
You'll be uphill
juice.
without your tea and toast, old bean. We need to get you sorted.
I'm not hungry. First point on the agenda. Find the natives.
A mission! Hot dog! I'll scout ahead.
I mean, you
I'll
should
meet you down by those houses.
be hungry because it's
Let's
been
uncover your secrets, Grovik.
a little while since you've eaten. So, what do we got? Previous? Next? Can I see this? Yeah, let's read this thing about our sister. Dear Mr. Harden, I hope this letter finds you well. My husband Johan and I received your letter from July 9th. We would like to extend an invitation to visit our home in October. Do not worry about being an inconvenience, as we have only one child, our daughter Ruth, and plenty of room for a visitor. We were troubled to hear of your sister Elizabeth's disappearance. Unfortunately, I have no news to share, nor do I believe she's landed in Gravik yet. I have made inquiries and shall send you another letter if there's word. I'm certain she's all right, however, and that she's simply been delayed on her journey. In regards to your travels, I'm afraid there's no longer a ferry from Ålesund to Gravik, so you will need to find your own transportation across the fjord. When you arrive, you'll find our farm on top of the hill. There's a road from the landing and up past the general store. Our farmhouse won't be hard to see. It's the largest house in the village. Please write again when you've settled on your travel plans or received word from your sister. My husband and I very much look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours faithfully, Anna Fretland. Okay. That's it. That's all we got. This and a map. We're up here at the top. And we know generally about a town and a boat that's missing. Alright. Yep, okay. J to view the journal. I've read a little bit more, and from only one person's... you're in the barn? Is anyone in the barn? No? From one person's comment about the language in the game, they seem to indicate that the language written is some kind of mixture of Danish and Norwegian, which is not unusual in the sense that Norwegian is basically heavily influenced by Danish. Don't tell the Nynorsk people that they will not like that, but that's there's two writing systems in Norwegian. There's Nynorsk and Bokmål is more heavily influenced by Danish. But as they go on further to say, even still in 1923, as this game should be set in, really Nynorsk should be pretty prevalent. Like, you shouldn't be seeing Danish, which could explain a lot of why I'm confused by the words, or it's just very likely also that I'm a terrible I'm a terrible Norwegian speaker and reader, so some of it is my fault, some of it is the fact that it's not even Norwegian at all. What do we have here? Draw. We're going to draw this landscape in our journal. It's very nice. I mean, I don't know if we have the time to sit here and scope out the place, but, you know, it's reminiscent of Red Dead Redemption 2. Been playing that, and, you know, Arthur likes to doodle in his journal as well. We'll just take some time and not look for our sister, and we'll just draw the town, sure. We'll leave poor Lizzie down at the water's edge, wondering where the heck we've gone off to. Are you quite done? Edward? Was that your name? Do we have to interrupt this by clicking or something? Because it doesn't say we have to. Are we... Is it waiting on us? I'll try. Nope. Clicking does nothing, even though it just looks like it's looping. Okay, right click. Okay, let's look at our masterpiece. Wow. You know what? It's okay, but considering all the time you spent staring at that scene, can't help but think maybe you should have pressed a little harder on the paper, dear sir. All right, a little back way, a little scenic route. There's the church, and I'm sure it's locked off to us. Yep, cannot go to the church at this point. It's a gated event as far as the time or the game goes. And nothing in the well.
Up here, Teddy.
Oh, why are you up there?
Hey, eyes up here.
Yeah, I know, but can we talk about...
You gone blind, old bean? I'm in the tree.
Yeah, I don't care about you being in the tree. I'm looking at the word here.
Up here, Teddy.
Okay, fine. Fine. You want me to come see you?
Hey, eyes up here.
Where are you, Lizzie?
Such a beautiful day. You could bottle and sell this air in Boston. It's frankly medicinal.
How did you get up there? The sun is out, but he feels the chill to his bones. Winter approaches. She's always climbing trees, rocks, and buildings, and it never fails to worry him.
Careful you don't fall.
You suck the fun out of everything, old boy.
We're far from any doctor. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
That's not very likely, is it?
Thought you were scouting ahead.
What do you think I'm doing? Vantage point. Like on a pirate ship.
Well, what do you see?
I can probably see our house in Hanover from here.
Did
No, you
check
can't.
Those buildings?
Knocking on doors isn't a scout's job, old bean.
Okay, fine. I'll look at the houses. Hey.
There must be someone around.
Only one way to find out, old sport. Did you check all the houses?
No, I was trying to, but you interrupted me. So, can we go back and check out this word? That I don't...
Hello? Who's there?
Lizzie? You want to come down here, Lizzie?
Lizzie.
By the village houses, Teddy.
Lizzie, I'm not calling to find out where you are. I'm calling you to come over here so we can die together.
Hello? Anyone home?
Could you not, like, knock first? At the very least? Is that a meat cleaver? No, it's a notebook.
September 21st, 1923. Vi desperate. Lissy, found something here. Escalated from words to stones. Blood has been spilled. The curse haunts us all. There is no hope left in good Sforlata. Good. God. Right. In this God-forsaken place. The death of the Jiminy. Death of the children was the end of Grovik. Whatever remained of our souls departed with them. You should see this, Lissy. The letter just trails off. It was never sent.
21st of September 1923. Something about Venner. Our friends, something friends. We tränger deras hjälp. We need your help. We are desperate. I'm sure that's we are desperate. And then the rest of it. The old mine within or between something something became trapped up. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna stop trying to translate something that I can't read well and may not actually be maybe more Danish than the language I'm learning. Is there anything else in here? So there was something again about children have died. And we saw that these
Did you see this door closing?
It was just the wind, teddy bear. You're as skittish as a pussycat. No one home?
no, they're all gone because the children died, whatever that means. What I was gonna say is the flag was at half mast. Well, half staff because it's not a mast, it's not a ship. And we said that was because someone died, but that was from September, and this is October, right? So they've been gone a full month. Hey.
There must be someone around.
Only one way to find out, old sport.
Well,
Did you check all the houses?
no, but can you please listen to me when I'm telling you about dead children?
Hello? Anyone here?
Why, hello, Mr. American. Please come in for a cup of tea and biscuits.
You're not helping.
You're definitely not helping,
Also,
Lizzie.
they drink coffee here, not tea.
Savages.
Indeed, savages. Coffee's gross. Fight me. We're not even going to go
Just
inside
one
and
more
look.
house. Third time's the charm.
I mean, there could have been something around the corner, like where this window is, and we would never know because we didn't step inside. Alright. One more house.
Anyone home?
Unless they're playing hide and go seek, I'd say that's enough.
We can look behind the door. That might be helpful.
3 strikes, you're out.
I don't think anyone's been home for a while.
For like a month?
Someone
3 weeks?
painted the word traitor on one of the doors. And there was a letter. It sounded foreboding.
Well, you were wrong. The villagers are not indoors.
Betty, Elizabeth's the sole reason he's there. The boat still bothers him like a fly buzzing a zero. There's good reason for it to super vanish and explore. No, what about the boat?
I still don't understand what happened to the boat.
Why don't we investigate? Maybe it's even drifted back to shore by now.
Unlikely. But I would like to know how it got unmoored.
Well, it's a bright and beautiful day, and we have nothing better to do.
Okay.
What on earth are you doing?
Handstands, Teddy! My record is 2 minutes. I'm working on 3.
Well, you're
Just
doing
go on ahead. I'll catch up.
you're doing like 15 seconds. Not even that. So I don't know how you've got a record of 2 minutes. But whatever. Let's jog a little bit. There's the slippery way down. Let's not do the slippery way down. Like, I heard knocking. Little bench. Don't know what this is. A milk pail. Oh, maybe what I hear, the knocking, is the water mill up here. Or maybe it's my neighbors and you can't hear this and you think I'm crazy. Because it's in real life and not the game. Whatever. Alright, so down there, the boat shed. Another part of the village. We can sit and rest, or we can draw again. Sure, let's take the time to draw. We'll end the scene pretty quickly. Fairly quickly. Sort of quickly. As soon as it switches 2 more times. As soon as we end this lovely vista here of the fjord, the mountains in the distance. Alright, that's enough. What did we draw?
Lissy.
That's the wrong button. Okay, so we've kind of stitched them together, but man, you really need to press harder with your pencil, dude. Anyone in the carriage house? No?
How about we don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead?
And how would I survive?
Hunt? Harvest? Forage? People have survived here for centuries. Why can't we?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I could learn. I'd start with goats. Goats can be eaten and milked. Probably not in that order.
I suggest fishing. You know, that would be helpful. Anyone in the general store? Locked?
Applesauce.
Why lock any doors? I can't imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The sign says they're closed, but I thought maybe... Hello? Are you open? Is anyone there?
Can't you just bust down the door?
What does that
Locks
say?
be damned?
Breaking and entering, I will not. I'll just dislocate my shoulder.
Got Barnum order, which, if I understand, is some kind of Danish, Norwegian mixture of children murderer or children murders. Okay, so these people were children murderers, or at least thought to be. Yeah. Alright, you got a back door? Got a window I can pop open? Got a ladder I can get to the roof on? You do, but apparently that's not very helpful. Alright, anything here?
The telegraph is out of order.
Well, there goes my plan. NOSOS.
This was 2 years ago, but the notice is still up.
How can it take 2 years to get something like that fixed?
If they couldn't afford it? Or couldn't get anyone to come fix it?
Well, this place really is off the map. Here be dragons. Or Draugens, I guess.
The ferry route is no longer operating.
Rats!
Mrs. Fretland already informed me in her letter.
I know. Still warrants a resounding rats.
I wonder why it stopped running.
Look around. How many people live here? 20? 30? That can't be enough for a ferry route.
Things got quieter after the mine closed down.
They need to move on and find something else to put their village on the map. Tobacco farming, maybe.
Or maybe murder mysteries.
They had a memorial service for the accident in the mine. On July 24th, in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives.
Alright, well, head back down towards where our boat should be. Boat? Let me guess, the line was cut.
There's no damage to the rope.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody cut it.
Oh well, I guess I was
The knot
way
will
wrong.
Unravel on its own.
Didn't you say you used a sailor's knot?
I'm a scholar, not a fisherman.
So who took our boat? A ghost?
The current, the tide, it's pretty much a mystery.
Must be a logical explanation. It's safe to say no ghost in the night stole our boat.
If you say so. But then who were you chasing after last night?
I don't know.
Shadow?
A sheep?
I don't know. It was probably all in my head.
Hey, Lizzie.
Betty would have taken plenty of constitutionals here. She loves the outdoors.
How so? She's a city girl.
I'm sure she gets tired of Manhattan. And when she was little, she loved playing in the garden back in Hanover, especially around the pond.
Are you alright?
I just miss her.
Something about a pond is very disturbing to us. Okay, let's have another draw. Because that'll help us find our sister faster, somehow. Okay, that's enough drawing. What did we draw? We drew these sheds by the water. Okay, well, let's check out these. Well, no, let's not check out these sheds by the water. Let's check out this, the Fretland Mining Company. Was this, was this marked out earlier? Maybe because it was like the Fretland brothers or something? I forget. And one of the brothers quit, so maybe they just marked out brothers? No? Nothing here? Anything around on the beach? Or am I just going to get stuck out here? Because the game doesn't expect me to go this way? Whole lot of nothing. A little path, though. But I can't get up it. Maybe you could come down it. Alright, alright. We gotta find something useful, right? Nobody in the warehouses? Where's a boat? Is it our boat? No?
A boat! Teddy! A hot dog! This is our ticket out of here!
How'd you get over
Not
here?
without Betty.
Is this our boat? Did someone sink our boat? You know what? Maybe Betty can fend for herself while we, go get maybe like 5 more men.
What's this?
Remnants of the mining operation.
What, mine?
Remember, I told you yesterday.
How'd you get over here?
There was a mine here, but it closed down 20 years ago.
I know, Edward. I was just checking for a sense of humor. Still nowhere to be found.
Was it like to the many of they who lost their lives in the mine? Gravik, 22nd of July, 1902, and then we have some names. Or maybe many is few. I don't know. It's to the people.
Till Min Om. It's a memorial. 3 men died when the mine collapsed in 1902. Georg Hatlestad, Niels Frambu, Arne Fretland.
See, this is what working a regular job. Did you say Fretland?
Yeah,
The
we already.
younger brother who was mentioned in the article.
Yeah, we knew that.
The newspaper said the accident forced the mine to shut down.
What does any of this have to do with us?
I still don't know why Elizabeth came here,
And you think it has something to do with this mine?
or with what it did to the village. Maybe. He was just 19.
How long had he been working in the mine? That's too young for a dirty job like digging into rock.
We're in the real world, Lissy. Most teeners don't have the luxury to idle away their days with games and witty repartee.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Well, right click. Right click to exit this menu.
I don't understand why they just leave this here. Like an altar to adversity. It's creepy.
Rustic superstition. Perhaps they believed they'd attract bad luck if they moved it.
What did they use this for?
Bringing the ore down from the mine.
What did
before
we
it was
bring a
loaded
mine
into
cart?
boats.
So, diamonds? Gold? Or just boring old silver?
Iron ore.
Or what?
Rock, which contains iron
I know.
deposits. That...
Okay, Edward.
Okay, another boat that's pretty much sunk. The game is saved for some reason. There's a bucket. Well, okay. What do you have to say about the tracks?
Where do these tracks lead?
To the mine. Where else would they go?
I don't know. A castle up in the mountains where the frost giants live? And this is how they receive their monthly offering of meat from the villagers. Goat, I hope.
What's with you and goats, Lizzie? Besides, you're not taking this very seriously. Some washing that was been left here for a month. Okay. Well, let's head up. Well, let's follow the tracks. And not fall into the stream as we just look around. Well, this is all chained up.
Trespassing for traitors.
Cool. Want to jump the gate and explore what's on the other side?
Yes. Edward isn't particularly
What do you say,
enthused by the
sport?
idea of climbing the fence and braving that path to the hill. Edward considers the rickety gate and the overgrown path to the woods. It doesn't look very inviting.
Teddy?
It's not safe.
Oh, horse feathers! You may be the most boring man in this country. Where's your sense of adventure, old sport? Don't you want to see where these tracks go?
Yes.
They lead to the old mine. And no. I've had enough adventure on this side of the fence. Besides, they wrote no trespassing for a reason.
You're such a terrible bore, Teddy Bear. I'll wager 1,000 clams you'll jump this gate at some point, if you believe Betty's on the other side.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Footland. Who are these traitors he refers to?
What now? We've looked everywhere.
Except for the
There
church.
really doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Maybe we missed something.
The church?
An important clue.
The
How
ch-
about
the
the general
church?
store? We haven't been inside yet.
It looked deserted, but worth another look, I guess.
We can go see the child murderers thing that we've already know about. Okay, let's go do it. Do. Sprinting. Never mind the fact that we were supposed to be an old man that can't drag a suitcase up the hill. We can sprint halfway across the map. Oh, and the window. There is a crow flapping at the window now. Now, that's new. Lizzie? There's a crow pecking at the window? What are you doing, crow?
Is that? Lizzie, come here. It's Betty's hat. She was here. She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat?
It's a hat.
I know
sure,
my sister's hat, Lizzie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
Okay. How do we get in then? Open the window. Going in, Lizzie. Okay, not going in that window. What about this window? Let's go in the window on the other side that's clearly open that we couldn't go in before. The one that where we saw children murderers. Yeah, this one is cracked open.
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
It won't budge.
Nah, don't be a milquetoast.
Well, it's stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
Why don't you do it? You've been exercising with your handstands.
I'm actually breaking. Whoops, Daisy.
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
Can we get up now? Might we get up?
Edward Charles Harding, dilettante, world traveler, cat burglar.
A cat burglar would, by definition, enter a building on a higher
Jeez,
floor.
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty.
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when...
is this blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Well, that's all right then.
There's
What does it say?
rat traps. No,
Barn
there's a
murder?
herring.
Someone
sardines.
murdered a barn?
Children.
Barn means child. And mortar, that's...
Child murder. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
Can we unlock the door? Just in case we need to beat a hasty retreat.
Damnation. The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
All right. Okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll
Everything's
find a way
Jake,
through that door.
huh? Some broken beer bottles, it looks like, maybe? Broken bottles of bingo, whatever bingo is. And a ripped photo.
It's the same photograph as in the farmhouse.
Johan's
but
gone. At least, I assume he's the one who's been... snip.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
And we saw, I think Frederick said, close the mine, you know, no trespassing for traitors. Alright, let's prepare for jump scares. Unsent mail. There must be at least 10 envelopes. He notices all of them stamped and addressed, stuck in perpetual limbo.
These were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik.
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
What do we have?
S-O-S.
Well, I mean, we can click on it again.
Oh boy. If only this thing worked.
Are these telegraph
We'd order
lines?
a boat to come get us. Or, even better, order some hot grub.
To Simon from Ruth. Okay, nothing to say about it? Kind of odd. It's the only thing you've ever not spoken about when we interact with it.
What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
Father, I put, if that's put, the keys in something that you, I don't know, something about Simon. Something Simon put the keys somewhere.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
It's from Simon. Casa. I don't know what that word means.
I don't know what that means either, Edward.
Yai put it means I put. Knuckle is key.
He put the key in the casa?
Casa. I wish I had my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations?
We
you
really
only
can't.
started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
Okay. Someplace where he might have hidden the keys. I'm sure something's gonna happen when I exit this door. Oh, in the register, of course.
Casa.
So that's what it means. Cash register. You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry. If you get busted, I'll come visit you in the big house. Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
It's a pretty big key, my dude. Alright, let's go get that hat. What is this? Hadn't seen this before.
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Cross him in some way. Why else keep a list of undesirables?
Basically everyone in the town links to be on this list, with his brother underlined. Frederick, what did you do? Let me guess, the hat's not there at all. Nope, it's there. Can we talk about the hat?
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not
Betty
sure
was
that's...
here, and not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Exactly.
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
Well, there's a note underneath.
What's that?
A handwritten note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be... Johann, you... Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother. Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... what's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident. The note ends there. Frederick never finished it. And Johann never read it. Not that it would have made a difference. If Johann
The
thought...
mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there.
Where we
the
were?
one in the note? I bet you 1,000,000 clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
Where we were earlier, down here.
I guess that could be where...
Let's check it out.
No, Lissy, wait.
Where I said we could come down but not go up. Lizzie? Lizzie? Lizzie! Stop running off in the weird murder land.
This way. I found it, Teddy. The cliff. I'm standing right below it.
Well,
What
that's...
are you doing? This doesn't concern
A
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
We will get ourselves up there, but in the next episode, because I'm trying to keep these a little shorter than all my other episodes, which of the other series, which tend to range towards an hour. So we're trying to keep this as close to 30 to 40 minutes as we can. So we will find out what's at the cliffs in the next episode. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again next time.